What's up? What's happening? Facebook, we are live, man. What is going down? Just checking in one time, man. I got a few hacks for your journey. It is Monday. It is Monday, man. If you were checking this live out, that means you survived Monday. It's about time for you to take that nap, that quick nap before you have to get up in the morning and do it all over again, right? So when you come in the room, let me know where you're watching from. I think it's real dope that we can be from all over the globe, but all land right here on this live and be able to talk about real life issues. What's happening, Jonah? How you doing? Let me know where you're watching from. What's happening, Marcus? How you doing, Laura? Let me know where you're watching from when you come in. Like I said, I think it's real dope that we could all be from all over the world, but still land right here on the live together and talk about some real life issues. Today, we're going to get into it, man. I'm going to talk about some hacks for your journey. It's a lot of people that are on their journey right now towards their life purpose to get to where they want to be in life. So I just want to shoot a few hacks out there because I know it can get discouraging with a lot of people having a lot of naysayers in their ears saying that it can't happen. What's going on, Vincent? How you doing, Natalie? Thank y'all for checking in. Let me know where you're watching from. With a lot of naysayers in their ear telling them that they can't do it, that it can't be done. You know, the usual things that come with people who plan for success. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to give it a little second just to see who's going to pop in the room. You know, I don't take too long. I don't like to leave y'all waiting forever. I like to actually get in it. I'm doing good, Laura, man. I'm doing real good because I was just, you know, giving it to it how it come to me. So that's just what it is. First off, my first hack for you, what's happening, April? How you doing? My first hack for you on your journey is definitely going to be one of these, man. You have to network. You have to reach out and AT&T, reach out and touch somebody, man. You have to reach out and network with people, man, outside of your box. Network with people outside of your comfort zone that you don't normally network with. You understand that right now we're living in the most influential, the most interesting age in the history of mankind. Right now, you are able to connect with people all across the globe quicker than you can connect with your own neighbor. You understand what I'm saying? So as far as networking, for you to be able to get to things that you want to master in life, things that you want to accomplish, different professions that you want to venture out into, you can reach out to anybody in this world right now. Let me get some likes. Let me get some loves if you're here in the room with me, man. We're going to get right into it with a few of these hacks for life on your journey. But it's crazy, though. You can reach out across the globe and contact people and get to know people, pick the brains of real influential people from across the globe quicker than you can get to know your own neighbor. I think that's interesting, man. We are in the information age that can do that. So quit putting limits on yourself and stop being afraid to reach out to people. You know, stop being afraid to find out what it is that you don't know. Because as long as you don't know and you don't reach out to find out, then you'll never know. And just because people don't understand you, this is number 2 on my list. Just because people don't understand you and your methods, that means nothing. That means nothing. I mean, we're all different for a reason. We all play a different part in this game. We all different for a reason. You were put here to play your part in this game, and they wouldn't understand it because it's not their vision. It's not for them to see. If they were to play that part, then they would be in your shoes. They would be in your vessel, making these moves that you're making. The reason why you get these ideas is because they are for you. You know, not a lot of people are not gonna uplift your ideas and jump onto your ideas of greatness like you will. They don't have the same feeling for it. They don't have the same passion for the things that you have passion for. So you can't expect it. So that goes to what I say about planting your seeds in someone else's garden, expecting to grow something awesome. You can't expect it. You can't expect for them to water your seed the way that you would, or create that environment the way that you would. So stop going to others thinking they're gonna understand your climb. And you got to think about it like this. Anyone you ask anything, the only answer they can give you is from their point of view. You understand what I'm saying? Now, think about what that means. You ask anyone anything, the only answer they're able to give you, but you're asking them this question for your benefit. What sense does that make? What sense does that make for you to take that without you running your own analysis and running with the idea that you can't do something because you asked somebody else that doesn't have the goal, the drive, or the mental or the intuition that you have? Let me get some likes. Let me get some loves. Let me know that you copy, because that's real. You ask a person for their advice, and then you take it into deep consideration. And you got to think about this: that person is only viewing that question, that situation that you're putting out in front of them. They're only viewing that through their point of view, through their eyes, and so they cannot possibly know anything about what you could do with that, with a situation as such. Know that. Don't be afraid to go get knocked down. Don't be afraid to go out there and get knocked down, lose your footing, because it feels good to get back up, man. I'm telling you right now, it feels really good to get back up. A weakness today, if you work at a weakness today, it's not the same weakness tomorrow. you get better and better as you go. You might have to cry sometimes to get something off of you. You might have something so hurting inside of you that you have to cry it out. But if that's what you have to do, then that's what you have to do, because your weakness today won't be your weakness tomorrow if you start fighting today. If you bottle up and run from it today, then it's going to be your weakness tomorrow. It's not going anywhere. So you start fighting today. Tomorrow is not the same weakness. You might not be as strong as you are wanting to be tomorrow, but understand that your weakness will not be the same tomorrow. Thank you for joining us, Kim. How you doing? Let us know where you're watching from. I think Oregon, right? Yeah, I still remember. Let's get it, man. We still out finna, man, these life hacks. These life hacks, man. Another thing, the way you think about yourself, the way you see yourself. The way you see yourself is huge. You know, people nowadays are living in a vain. We live in a vain world. You know, and a lot of people hate to admit it, but more concerned about what's going on in the physical with their bodies. They are worried about the way other people view them. You know, like I have this issue with, because I deal with whole food nutrition, and I have a lot of people who come and they lose weight and they get, you know, a little, self-conscious because they've lost this weight, but they still don't feel the way they thought they would feel. You know, I don't, whatever they were going for, it didn't read all the way through. They feel great on the inside, but they're looking at themselves and they don't like the way that they appear to themselves. They have this image of what they think beautiful is. I always try to tell them, hey, look, you weigh 170 pounds. If you die today, you still weigh 170 pounds dead. So what that means is when your soul leaves your body, you still weigh the same. The most important part of your body is weightless. You worried about all this weight and all these things going on about the vessel. It's just a vessel. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a vessel. It's what you have inside. It's the love that comes with that vessel. You know what I mean? It's the thought process that comes with that vessel to be able to encourage others to do the same. To, you know, it's crazy, man, how they lose sight of what's really important. They lose sight of what's really important. It's what's on the inside. It's crazy. When you die, you weigh 170 pounds alive. You weigh 170 pounds dead. But the most important part of you has left your body, your soul, your spirit, your life. The most important part has left your body. But you're more concerned with all this weight that you have not lost. But you feel great. But you feel great. See, you need to focus on other things. You are an inspiration to everybody. So you can't get out there and these people see your accomplishments and they also see how you're unappreciative. You're not giving them the motivation that they need to improve themselves. You know, what you call lack of success, they might call a great deal of success. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's real, Rochelle. When a person dies, they weigh the same. They weigh the same, but the most important part of the human body is gone, the life. So while they're so worried about that weight, they need to pay more attention to the life. What direction are you headed in with your life? What direction are you headed in? Learn to give to get without expectation. Now that might sound weird. That might sound weird to you. Learn to give in order to get without expectation. Learn to make it habit to give. To where you're so willing to give and so used to giving to where you forget that you're supposed to. When I first got involved with eradicating child malnutrition, we were going so strong, giving and giving and giving, that I forgot. No lie, this is a real story. I went to the mailbox and opened the mailbox and had checks in my mailbox and was like, I forgot we were supposed to be getting paid for this. So that's me giving and giving and giving. And I received without expectation, and it was at a time when I really needed those checks, and they served for what I put out into the universe. So I know that that's a true one. You can trust it and test it yourself, and I mean you can find out and see where it's at. Also, man, while we on that, feeding your gut is very important. Feeding your gut is very important, man. A lot of people say, man, it costs way more money to eat healthy. Well, I'm going to tell you like this. It's going to cost you way more money in the long run if you don't start eating healthy now. Way more money in the long run if you don't start eating healthy now. So you can go get vegetables from a regular supermarket somewhere, a regular grocery store, and that's just being real. But half the time, it's still not good for you. You have to find you a farmer's market, and there is a way for you to do it on a budget. But I'm telling you now that it costs way more for you to eat cheap now than it would for you to add a little more onto your budget Add a little more into your budget for you to get the proper foods that's going to, you know, actually sustain, actually going to give you what you need for your body to properly function. That's very important, man. That's important along your journey because you don't have time to get sick. You got to keep going. You got to be that well-oiled machine. You know what I hate? A lot of people when they get sick, they like to go lay down and cuddle up in a ball and try to get well, and that's their way of getting well. You got to learn how to fight that sickness. You got to roll through that sickness and let the body get used to that. So the next time that this trauma hits the body's like, oh yeah, we know what this is, but we are grinders, so we got to get back out here and grind. And it's, you know, it already knows that. It's programmed for that. It's programmed for that. Make sure you're not watching a lot of television programs all the time because they're just what they are called, programs. So don't get programmed to going to work, coming home from work, watching somebody else's life and thinking that you are actually living that life. You're not. You're being programmed. And so just try to stay away from that. Start to learn to turn the TV off sometimes. What you tune into, you turn into. So learn to turn the TV off sometimes, man, and get into your mind, close you know what I'm saying, close some things out and get in tune. Well, almost done. Just hold on with me, man. I just got a lot. It's Monday, so I want to make sure y'all get this motivation. Remember, you have power over all of your problems. Meaning you are the only one that can change your problems. Nobody else. You can come to me and drop all of your problems on my coffee table, on my desk. You can drop all of your problems there, but they're going to still be there for you no matter what. There's nothing I can do with them. I can't vacuum them up. I can't put them in a bag, toss them out. Those are your problems. And until you do something about those problems, they remain there. So don't think that you're going to just... I always say don't run at the problem because that's true. Don't run at the problem. If you run at the problem, then you're going to keep what? Running into the problem. If you run at the problem, you keep running into the problem. But if you stay focused on where you're trying to get to, but you feel like this problem is rendering you, feel like this problem is keeping you from getting there, if you stay focused on that, you will eliminate that problem. So make sure you don't get that confused or get that twisted. I just want to make sure everybody's rolling. What's happening, Manuel? Appreciate you for checking in, bro. Like I said, you had the power to turn your life around. You have the power to turn your life around. And for those of you that feel like you are out there and nobody loves you and you need that to get through in your journey, your job right now is to push this journey. The proper person, the real person that you're looking for is going to love you for who the hell you are. So quit trying to press and find that one. You got a mission you on right now, and it doesn't require you finding somebody to hold your hand through the finish line. It requires you getting down in there, scratching the earth, and making it happen. That's what it's really about. So if you the type that get involved and get enrolled in businesses just to fall in love with somebody who's a diamond in your company, you on the wrong path, man. You got the wrong career goals. I'm just keeping it real with you. So make sure that you are the one that are after something genuine for yourself, man. And the right person will see what you're doing and they will fall in love with your ethic and they will be what you're looking for. Man, that's all the vitamins I have for you, man. That's all the vitamins I have for you today. Make sure that you stay tight with your whole food nutrition. I'm going to stay preaching that. What you put in your body is important. I want to make sure that I'm able to see all of y'all's beautiful faces. And the only way we can do that is if we stay healthy, man. Appreciate y'all for checking in. I love all of y'all to pieces. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay humble. Man, we out, man. That's Monday. We did it.